I'm back. All right, let's try this. Hopefully, I'm on a whole nother computer, so hopefully this works. Yeah, let me get my camera to do what it do. All right, folks. Hey, okay, Blue. If you can hear me, hopefully you can hear me. Let's try. I'm gonna test that. Hopefully. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, testing. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a try. We would not be defeated today. Had to get on a whole nother computer to see if this works. Hold on, let me sign in. See if I can hear myself. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I'm not gonna give up because apparently this need to be said. And the enemy does not want it to be spoke on, talked about, none of that. Talked about. Okay, I can hear myself. That's what's up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much, Blue. You are a lifesaver. I appreciate you. I had to get on another computer, but it's all good. All right. Listen. So I guess I'll just start over, which I don't mind. Today I was coming on because I wanted to just kind of just talk, you know, a lot of the time when I am visiting other, platforms, you're kind of at their mercy, you know what I'm saying? So you have to tread lightly, on what you say, what you do, etc. So I'm just gonna, come to my own platform and just talk about some things. I don't have a motive, a ill motive or anything like that. My motive is simply to just get people to talk, get people to think, and stuff like that. So that's basically the purpose of the live today. So I guess I'll just start back from the beginning of what I was saying. I am a Christian, and from a Christian's perspective, I always question origin. If there's another belief system that I encounter, which I have studied many, um if I encounter another belief system, then I want to go to that belief system's origin. I want to know, like, where you started from, where do you come from, what continent does this originate from. I am one of those type people. Like, I'm a Bible theologian. So therefore I am taught, to question everything. So sometimes when I visit with other belief systems, I notice that they don't really question, the authenticity. They don't question origin. They don't question, a lot of a lot of their belief system. And so I don't see that as a bad thing. Some people, they may find that to be a bad thing, but I don't. So let me get this. I'm gonna drop this link just in case. Hold on, just in case somebody wants to engage me. Hold on, darling. Okay. All right. There's the link right there if you want to come up or anything like that. But basically, I just want to talk because I'm gonna tell you what I have noticed. First of all, let me do it like this. I have had the privilege, me and my cousin Lisa, we have had the privilege, to come and study, with the spiritualist community. And we, first of all, find them to be very beautiful. Okay. They're beautiful people. They're very, very similar to us on the inside, meaning that they love people. They're very passionate, that sort of thing. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying as an insult, a diss, anything like that, because that's not what it is. But I'm a Christian, so therefore I walk amongst them as such, so I'm the one that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, like a sore thumb, because I don't believe what they believe. Understand that, and that's okay, because they allowed me to walk amongst them, to be one of their friends and neighbors. And so I think it's a beautiful thing, so shout out to Sin City Raps, and her platform, because that was the first platform, well, I'm gonna say second platform, that allowed us to just come and be ourselves. I also had the privilege of being on SBS's platform. He is a Christian. He's not the type of Christian that I am, but he proclaims to be a Christian. And so I consider him to be a friend, a neighbor, etc. I also encounter Miss Lady Wu. Again, I consider her to be a friend to me, because she has done nothing but embrace me. She's listened to me. And she was actually very funny when I encountered her on SBS's platform. So that's the memory that I hold dear to me. So shout out to Miss Lady Wu as well. And there's a lot of them. Layla the healer, shout out to her. uh Goddess Rose, wherever you are, sweetie pie, I love you, and I would love to speak with you again. I appreciate the fact that you talked to me. Raw, wherever you are, baby, I love you as well. Blue, I love you, first of all, because you embraced me as well. You understood where I was coming from, and here you are today. So I appreciate you too, darling. So but with that being said, I just want to kind of just set the tone that this is not a diss at all. I love these people genuinely. However, we can believe whatever we want to believe, but at the end of the day, the love is still gonna be there. Okay. So really, my talk today is more so kind of on origin. So because I'm not a spiritualist, that has made me question a lot of things. So one of them is this. I'm gonna say Africa, as being another continent, because that's what I know it to be from my secular history. Now, if you were born in America like I was, then to us, Africa is its own continent. Okay, a separate continent than where we live right now. Okay, a lot of people will say that it's not. Africa is actually America. I don't. Either way it goes, the sentiment is the same as to what I'm about to say. If the orishas and the deities, from that particular belief system, if those particular deities, come from or originate from Egypt, or that land, I'm just gonna say that land, that continent over there. Then here's my two questions about that. Either those deities or that belief system is only for that area, that continent, that land, that lineage, or um, they are limited, in some way, shape, or form. The reason why I say that is because, okay, look at America. A lot of us were not introduced to that belief system until archaeologists, started to go dig up, some of the artifacts from Egypt, until explorers, were able to go over to that land, until, people came back with that knowledge. People were able to travel back and forth. That was never introduced here as a belief per se, until either the slave trade or the 1800s, from my research, from my secular history research. Okay. So that's why I say I come to the spiritualist community with questions, and I leave, with questions at this time, because there's a big gap between, that particular information, I'll just say, because in the Bible, now the Bible tells me, if you are a Bible scholar, a Bible believer, a Bible student, then the Bible actually tells us a entirely, completely different um, understanding about, the Orishas, other belief systems, and things of that nature. Now, if you are a Christian, and I'll just give you an example because I'm very transparent, in what I believe in and that sort of thing, because I want us to be able to talk. I want people of other faiths, of other beliefs, to be able to come here, feel comfortable, and talk about these things. It is not It is not a negative to talk about the differences and or the similarities. That's what I'm trying to create here, in my little world, in my little piece of YouTube. um, so back to the thought though, if that is the case and there is some sort of gap, my question is this: like, the Bible is teaching us that there have always been other idols, other uh gods, and I say gods with a little g, okay? And I will expound on that later. But gods with a little g, there have always been another form of belief system, even in the beginning of man's history. So when God, put man on earth and he started to, repopulate, there were other human beings, et cetera, et cetera. In the Bible, there was always a split. There was always people that were like, you know what, I don't want to follow God anymore. So I'm gonna go do my thing. You know what I'm saying? There has always been that. And there still is. And according to the Bible, there's nothing new under the sun. So this same thing that was happening in the beginning is the same thing that is happening now. Okay. So, with that being said, and this is not really a teaching moment, this is just me setting the foundation so that you will understand who I am and why I have these questions. Because a lot of people will ask me the questions like, okay, if you're a Christian, then just stick to Christians and just, but that ain't how that works. I could be a Christian, but I have knowledge, because knowledge is in this world and I am in this world. So therefore, knowledge is free, and I can take hold of any knowledge that I so choose, being the free will that God has given to me, right? Just like with any other human being, you can choose what you eat, you could choose where you live, you could choose, because we have those freedoms. Okay, God is not to the point to where he is like, okay, you can't have no freedoms at all. A lot of people misunderstand God, into thinking that that's how he is, but he's not. He's very sovereign, but at the same time, he's very loving, and there's a certain freedoms there with him as well. So he allows us Christians, to go out and explore the world, learn as much as you possibly can about everything that you possibly can. That's what makes you very well rounded. That's what makes you very versatile. That's how I can go in and genuinely love the spiritualists. I can go in and generally love, other types of Christianity. I can go in and generally love the Methodists, the Pentecostals, the Baptists, the Seventh-day Adventists, the Catholics, all of these other denominations. I can genuinely love them because God is that way. Love is free. It knows no limitations. If I say that I am a lover of people, if I'm a lover of God, this same God, he loves every single human being on this here earth, no matter what you believe. You understand that that's not going to stop the love that he has for you. Okay, even if you don't acknowledge him, he still loves you. I practice agape love because I was taught agape love from God. God says agape love does not have to be reciprocated. A lot of people nowadays, their love is limited to, if you love me back. That's not true love. True love knows no boundaries. There is no limitations with it. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that there's an abundance, an endless abundance, I can love you even if I think you're wrong. I can love you even if I think, what I'm saying, that I'm right. I can love you despite, any of our differences. I can love you even though you're being mean to me. I can love you, what I'm saying, when you're nice to me. I can love you any way, shape, or form, night or day. It does not matter, because that's what agape love is. Okay. I believe that God, is the judge and jury, when it comes down to what's right and what's wrong. And so I leave that to him. I don't try to take those matters into my own hands, because he can see, somebody's trying to abuse me, use me, and things of that nature. I just do what he commanded me to do, and we keep it moving. But with that being said, I digress. I get off topic sometimes. But basically, back to the situation at hand. So my question is this: if because to me it looks like polytheism. Okay, polytheism is just a multiplicity of of I would say divine um ascended masters, to put it lightly, uh divine knowledge beings. I would say that. Okay. And people have always, sought after other deities. I would say that because they don't, they reject God. And if you reject God, then the possibilities are endless as to how many, other things there are, other choices there are, that are that go against God, because everything um that you adhere to, if you don't adhere to God, is not going to be just one thing. It's not just going to be like, he has no competition is what I'm trying to say. Since God has no competition, um if you let go of him, then yeah, you're in like a tornado of other options. I would just say that, and none of them will serve you well. None of them can take care of you according to my beliefs, like the Lord, because none of them can take care of you, period. But neither here nor there. All right, so back to what I was saying. If the Orishas would have never come to us, so let's just say, um, if slavery never happened, okay, in America, there was never any slaves that were taken, okay, and then the United States just stayed the United States, okay, um, that belief system might have never came here. Like if we only stayed in our country, they stayed in their country, none of that would have even come here. America is like a soup of religious beliefs because we have a freedom here that allows that. Because honestly, we wouldn't have even known about the Muslim belief systems had it not been for, and I'm strictly talking about secular history at the moment. I'm not talking about Bible, but I'm talking about secular history. Um, Outside of the Bible, the Muslim belief system, Buddhist monks, all of the other belief systems that are out there, Eastern of the world, we wouldn't have even known about those things unless we either ventured over there or they ventured over here. So what I'm trying to say is this: the Bible, though, has been everywhere, every country, every part of the world. Okay, there's not a part of the world where it has not been. It is not, known. The Bible would have been the only thing that we would have known, honestly. So I guess my question here is more so centered towards other belief systems. Let's, let's get to talking about origin. Let's ask questions. Let's start to probe deeper. I'm a skeptic. I am, with everything, there's gonna be a skeptic, right? So like if you got a psychic, you're gonna have skeptics. If you have people who, do whatever, anything that is not widely attainable, you're gonna have a skeptic of that, skeptic of ghosts, a skeptic of a lot of different things, right? Okay, I'm actually a skeptic, to the Orishas. I'm a skeptic to psychics. I'm a skeptic to um, a lot of those miraculous healings. I'm a skeptic to a lot of that divine knowledge. I'm a skeptic to a lot of those things. I'm not a bad person. I just don't understand that at the moment, so, but I'm open to hear how other people view it, how other people, have gained their knowledge of it. How did you come to that knowledge? I'm very open, to that particular dialogue. I would love nothing more than to just have a regular session of people of different faiths, different beliefs, come and just talk to me, and let's just not we don't have to debate. Here's the thing, and I want to clear that up too. um, a debate is the closest thing that I can think of that people will understand as to what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so if you see me on another platform, it may say, this debate, that debate, because that's the only thing that I can say that people will understand what I'm doing. it's not necessarily a debate because it's not about who's right and who's wrong. What I'm simply trying to do is to get people to talk to one another who believe totally different things. Because there's beauty in our differences, in according to my eyes. Okay, just me. Some people may feel that way, and that's beautiful too. But me, I've always been the type to where I feel like differences, can actually help us enhance our beauty. It's boring if all of us look the same, talk the same, walk the same, act the same. I think that's another reason why, God made us so different. Because there's beauty in my shade of color. There's beauty in those who lack color. There's beauty in those who have a really rich, deep color. There's a beauty into all of those spectrums, and the same applies to our inner workings. There's a beauty to the different types of knowledge that we have. Not to say what's right and what's wrong, because that's not my point. My point is for us to talk. The people will decide what they want to take, what they want to keep. People who watch this who aren't necessarily wanting to talk about it. People will decide for themselves as to what they want to take and what they want to leave, and that's awesome, because that's how life is. Just because we learn things in school, that doesn't mean that we kept every single thing that we were taught and we apply it to life. That's not how that works. We use the things that are applicable to our walk, and the things that are not applicable to our walk, we still keep them, and maybe it'll come later. But I want that to be the same atmosphere here. I want people to be able to come here and not feel judged, because they're different. I want people to come here and understand that this is a beautiful thing, to talk to other people who don't think like you. I want people to understand that it's not mean or nasty. Most of the things that I see, when I do see people who debate, it's all centered on self. It's all centered on, who can say the most words, who can jab the hardest, who can, I'm saying, inflict the most pain, on the others to make them retreat. That's not this. Okay. I'm actually wanting people to come together and love one another. I'm actually wanting people to come together and say, oh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, wow, that makes sense as to why, my grandmother did this or my auntie did that. That's the type of thing that I want people to walk away. I want you to walk away with something that you didn't have before, whether that be a teaching, whether that be, a social thing, no matter what it is. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is just like maybe every day, maybe come on for a couple of minutes or so, to just kind of set the tone, so people will get to know, you know, the platform, so people will understand. Because like on Facebook, those are my friends, my family members, my associates, and stuff like that. They know me already, so I don't really have to set that platform up. I don't have to like reintroduce myself, because most of the people on other platforms, they know me already. But here in YouTube, I'm unknown, so my platform is brand new, literally. So I think to help people to get to know me and my cousin, I'm going to maybe just come on every day and just talk, instead of like teaching, because I know that can be weird if you just like, who is this chick? She just come in here, she talking, and then she talking about the Bible, da, da, da. I look no different, than the Joel Osteens and the Joyce Myers and the people that you see on TV that's holding the Bible, I would think. But I'm not that. And if I want people to understand that, then I think I need to come on, on a regular basis and just kind of like let you get to know me. I live here in Georgia. And here in Georgia, there are belief systems on every corner, just about different ones. You know what I'm saying? And I've studied with them all. that I could. And, the Jehovah Witnesses, the Baptists, the Pentecostals, the Holiness, the Muslims, the Catholics, the Seventh-day Adventists. I have studied all of these, quote unquote religions, and now I'm trying to add spiritualism, into the mix. So just so that people will understand exactly the type of person that I am. I still hold true to Christianity. That is my belief system. That is my core. I live it, breathe it, speak it, teach it, and I also study it. Because even though I teach it and all of that good stuff, I actually am still in school. I am in theology school. I actually attend the school. It's called the Georgia School of Preaching. It's for short, the acronym is GSOP. So if you were to look that up on like Google, it's free. It's a free university to anybody who wants to learn about theology. And so we've been there for many, many years now. Thank the Lord. The only thing you need is a Bible and some time. That's it. It's free. The curriculum is free. The people, the teachers, they will come. We actually attend classes Tuesdays and Thursday nights. From 6:30 to 9 o'clock. So that's what I do on my Tuesdays and Thursday nights. And then on Fridays, we have our show that is on Facebook, and we have just now started to broadcast it on Instagram. So our first Instagram live is going to be this Friday. And on that particular show, what we're trying to do is interview other belief systems, get them to talk, and then we amen the things that we have in common, and then we discuss, the things that we don't agree with. And so it's a loving, peaceful atmosphere. People who watch it, they come away with like another understanding of like a belief system that they didn't know about. Maybe they have family members, stuff like that. So they understand, a little bit more about like why people feel the way they do. And it's been a beautiful, edifying thing to us. So just trying to pass that on. But I'm gonna pretty much conclude here with, don't be afraid to come up and speak to me. I'm very friendly. Um, and I don't consider anybody to be taboo. You know what I'm saying? If you'll just respect me, the only thing that I ask is that you respect me and respect my guests and, anybody else who joins the community. The only thing that I ask is that you genuinely love each other. We don't come here to attack each other. We don't come here to belittle each other. We don't come here to, what I'm saying, just ride one side or the other. I don't do the mean girl thing. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no shade to nobody else, but I'm just saying I don't do the mean girl thing because I don't click up with anybody. My cousin will tell you, she if it's something that I have said or done that she didn't agree with, she will rebuke me quickly. I don't have yes men in my camp, because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm a human being. I make mistakes on a regular basis. Let me just say that. I have to apologize quite a bit, on a regular basis, for something I may have said, something that I may have, done, or forgotten. You know what I mean? So I am not above reproach. I am not above rebuking. I need a good chastisement from time to time to keep me in line, to keep me centered. And I welcome that, but just in a respectful way. And so I feel like, we can talk about anything, just be respectful to me. Just love me, that's like, cause that's what I'm coming with. I'm coming with peace and love, with everything that I say and do. And so, I hope that everybody, you're so silly. I, I hope that everybody will will do the same. Because I genuinely love people. I do. Again, I practice agape love, and so that don't even have to be reciprocated. If I say I love you, I can love you for no reason. If people can hate people for no reason, I can love you for no reason. I understand that, but my reason is true because you're a human being, and because no matter what you think, I think we came from the same God, and so with that, that with that in common, that allows me to love you. I don't have to love your actions. I don't have to love your lifestyle, but I love you as a person, and I wouldn't treat you, bad or anything like that. So I know it, baby. I know you just play. I know it. And I love you, Blue. I appreciate you. I see you around from time to time. I think that's how I met you, was either on Woo's platform or either on Sin's platform. And like I said, I've met a lot of you nice, beautiful people. So I appreciate y'all, and I just hope to add more friends. Because in this life we need as many friends as we can get, honey. The world is cold. You know what I mean? And so any friend that I can add along the way, I'll welcome it. So with that being said, I'm gonna conclude this particular live, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come. Uh, Maybe around the same time tomorrow, something like that. Just depend. I gotta figure this out, like what works best for my life. But I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for being here, and thank you so much, Boo, for helping me with the audio issue. Cause honey, I'd have been sitting up here talking and nothing would have been coming out. so, so thank you, love. Okay, be blessed, and I'll see you later.